Josh, this is Zyfer. He's a 1.5-year-old German Shepherd. He's actually Taylor's brother from the same litter. They also own another Shepherd who's Kesha's brother.
Oh,
so they
cool.
each have dogs from different litters and the same breeder.
That's very interesting.
Zyfer is very friendly towards humans. However, it's been a big struggle in the house with him. Lots of barking. She was in disbelief at the drop-off that he wasn't barking. Barking all the time. Barking from the crate to be let out. Demand barking.
Okay.
Obsession over the ball. His ears are actually, she said, permanently scarred from so much standing up and bobbing his head against the top of the crate.
Ooh.
If he's not in the crate, he's completely unmanageable, she said, in the house. He's constantly like a tornado.
Okay.
She's never, ever seen him lay down on his own and settle.
Okay.
High ball drive. No aggression towards humans. However, he does display it with the housemate, who's also a male, growling over balls. She said if there's 4 or 5 tennis balls on the ground and he has one and the housemate will try to go after another one, he'll drop the ball he has and growl over the one the housemate took.
Right.
So stuff like that. Those are the main things, is just get that barking under control and give him an off switch.
Yeah.
Is really a big thing.
Yeah, I bet that's huge.
To take that, because she sees Maria's shepherds
Right.
like lounging around the
Oh,
house.
she does such a great job with them.
And he does not have that right now.
Yes.
So
Very interesting stuff.
this is not his normal behavior. She was scared he
Yeah.
wasn't going to show it. I said, oh, something will come out.
Oh yeah, don't worry about it. Some dogs immediately show it and they feel comfortable. All the dogs, it takes a couple of days and then all of a sudden they're comfortable in the show. So I'm just gonna get to know him a little bit and talk a little bit. But I find it interesting. A couple of interesting points that she found important to bring up, which was the tennis ball thing, and that high drive. We're gonna be talking about that. But also the fact that he will guard from the other dog. He'll take from the other dog. Even if he has all the tennis balls and the dog's just going to get one that's not even near him, he'll take that opportunity to go have that conversation. Which tells me, for me, that's just the reason why he does it, whether he knows it or not, is so that they can have that conversation on a daily basis. This is just one avenue. Some dogs will do it over food. Some dogs will do it over the sniffing ritual. Some dogs will just do it because we got to do it once a day to establish and maintain the hierarchy, right? So they're designed to do that. He's designed to see the male. Is there a female in the house?
Yes. No female dog.
Okay.
Yeah, so 2 male dogs.
Typically they'll do it. A male will do it with another male. I mean, they can guard from any sex of dog, but they see males as competition.
Yes.
They can see females more as resources.
Yeah.
So, but anyhow, he's using that as an opportunity to address the hierarchy, to maintain it. Let's have that conversation. An example with my little dog, Sparky, a lot of little dogs will do this. They can't win the sniffing battle. They can't win certain types of conversations, so they'll choose ones they can, like guarding a piece of food or something like that. They just need to have that conversation. Now the thing is, he's doing that. The reason I bring that up is that's directly related as to why he's not listening in the house and everything.
Yes.
Because he's seeing himself as higher up on the hierarchy. He's seeing himself as the one who's able to influence the environment. That's why he's demand barking at you. It's all related.
Another interesting thing was that they do have Kesha's brother. And she said that dog will settle himself in the house. And that's just like Kesha. Kesha can be left without command and settle herself, but Maria said Taylor cannot. Taylor has to be told what to do or else she is causing problems in the house.
Yes, that's temperament.
And that's the same as him versus the different litters.
Right, isn't that interesting?
Yes, the different genetics.
Yeah, generally litters, the temperament's affected. So, if his temperament's like her, and I know Taylor.
He looks like Taylor too.
They do. Well, they're brother and sister.
Yeah.
Temperament plays a big role. So sometimes it's not so much what the other owner's doing, although a lot of the time it is. It's a mixture of what they're doing and the temperament of the dog. The temperament's going to play a role. So maybe he's just a high drive dog, right?
Yeah.
And we know Kesha's a high drive dog too, though.
But she's just chilling inside the house. But that could be because we had her at 6 months.
It could be. That makes a difference. So, my point is to give you hope. is that even though, no matter the temperament of the breed, consistently across the board we get the same thing when we get a follower.
Right.
Right? It doesn't matter what the dog wants to do or naturally is bred to do or whatever. Once we get a follower within our pack, and you see it created here consistently, right? No matter the breed, no matter the temperament, no matter the age, they all leave feeling consistent, and that consistency is they are now followers in the pack. AKA, they listen, which that means you can say, hey, relax. You can literally teach the dog the default state around me in our house on our day-to-day is calm and chill. Every now and then we'll have this beat throughout the day or however often you do it where you can enter those drives. Maybe we play ball or whatever it is that you do with them. Kesha, for example, when she's fetching, she's in that drive. But when they're hanging in the living room, she's not. So how do you turn it off? Well, like any other dog would, you correct when he's not calm. So if he were to pick up and just get crazy, that should be a correction. He should be carrying calm, submissive, connected to you energy as a default. Anything other than that gets corrected, unless offered otherwise. Good. I'm just talking with you guys to get him familiar with the room. I don't like to start right away. Let him sniff around, but he seems pretty comfortable.
He liked the yard. He was sniffing. He was drooling. He was licking.
He's you know, it's interesting, right? He's friendly towards people. I can see that, but I can also see a little suspicion.
Yeah.
A little, where am I? What's going on? Good. He's not. He knows that it's a different kind of day. Hi, how are you? I like the interest, though. This is good. This is good for me that he's interested in me. Good.
Yeah, and I remember from Taylor's board and train, she was very pleasant to train.
Yeah, I like her. She's fun.
So hopefully he'll be the same way.
So yeah, no matter his temperament, don't worry. It's not like this dog's temperament makes it so he can't chill. No, that's not the case. They all can. Good. Good. The fact that his command barking is very telling. It's very hierarchical stuff that we're missing, which Maria has with her pack. 100%. I'm so impressed whenever I see that pack. It's just like, wow. You can tell the difference between a dog being trained and a dog just having a human who understands how to keep the hierarchy, how to be that leader, and really keep the relationship where it needs to be. And prioritizing the calm state of mind because they know how important it is to just reinforce that. I mean, we went camping with those dogs and we showed up at the campsite. They're all just they were just super chill the whole time. Even when we first entered, which is usually when dogs get really excited, I was super impressed. But I know that they've created that.
Yeah.
And I've seen those dogs before training and know they were not like it. They were not like that. Even Kesha, she was a problem, right? All right, here we go. We're gonna start with the recall. I don't know if he knows anything, but I'm imagining he probably understands
He's
the
sit
basics.
for a ball.
Yeah. Hey, give me his name one more time.
Zyfer.
Zyfer?
Zyfer with an F.
Okay. Zyfer, come here, bud. That's a little spin he feels there. Come here. He's paying attention to it, but come here. Come here, big guy.
Gosh, he's big.
Come here, Zyfer. Good boy.
And it turns off when he gets to Josh, and then it goes back on as he gets away. Goes higher, and then comes lower,
Good
and then turns
boy.
off. That's all happening silently.
Did you just do that? Yes, thank you for explaining that. It might be his first time feeling stem.
I think it is. They bought a collar, but I don't think they've used it yet. Thank God.
Good.
It's always easier to start from scratch.
I agree. I really do. The first associations matter, and I want to get that association on here just right the first time. Good. Especially with shepherds, they're very much just reactionary, right? Once they get an associated response to something, they just do it forever. Good. Come. Yeah. Come here. Look at that. That was actually a little bit of a higher number than he had before, and you didn't see all this.
Because he's saying, what's that? And now he says, oh, here's how I turn that off.
Bingo. It was, what's that? Almost like a fly landing on your shoulder. And if he doesn't know what it is, it can induce anxiety because they're like, what is going on? So that's why you have to be very you have to be decent at explaining it. That just is me tapping you on the shoulder until you get to me. Good. And now you can see this rep, he understood it, and he just feels chill. He's like, oh, okay, that's just him. That sensation on my neck is correlated to him communicating with me. Good. Look at that's a good boy. Wow, that's a good boy. He's got a little bit of something going on with this eye.
I mentioned that at the drop off. She thinks it's allergies, but
Okay.
yes, she
Just
has
a little
noticed.
swollen.
Yeah, a little red, a little swollen.
Yeah. Good.
You might see it go away as the stress goes away.
That's another thing too.
Yeah.
Anxiety, like chronic anxiety, when they're in that state and they're allowed to be in that state all day or multiple times a day, it really builds up. And we see a lot of symptoms from that I think are often misdiagnosed, and then we see things go away. Like even digestive issues, dogs who are like constantly having issues, with diarrhea and things like this, or skin issues, they get really itchy. You see that all fade once the anxiety fades. So yeah, there's definitely anxiety in there, Okay, here we go. So I didn't tell him he could go.
Every time he walks away, it starts over again. So we're also building a stay.
That's it. Come here, bud. Good boy. I love that. Good. I love that. That's good. It's very nice. Wow, what a beautiful dog. What a good boy. I'm so happy you're friendly because that mouth is very big and his teeth are very sharp.
It's like a Malinois mouth.
I see that you've chipped your teeth over the year and a half you've been around, huh? I see that.
Yeah, he used to rip through Primo pads.
Good boy.
Just wild.
Yeah, that's nice. So I'm just bonding with him a little bit. Good. Want him to feel comfortable. That's part of being the leader too. They do feel comfortable around you, but they do know not to cross the boundaries, which him and I will have more conversations as time goes on. But this is our first one. Stay. That's a good boy. I had a feeling you'd be able to do that. Good boy, Zyfer. Break.
Nice work, buddy. Smart
Nice.
dog.
Nice. And they might be using similar language that we're using.
I remember a lot from Taylor. So she didn't have a lot of attitude, and I'm hoping it's the same with him.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Taylor quite a bit, actually. Good. I think she's a really, really sweet dog and really beautiful, and so is he. This is good. This is good. I want to make sure he gets that. I want to make sure he gets that recall, and then we're gonna get into having the dog come out and see how he does in that situation. All right, let me see. Oops, try it again. See if I can get some attention on that. Come. That's good. No stim right now. This time, this one.
Nice.
Very nice. Okay. Smart
Nice.
guy. Good boy. I'm gonna try something before the dog real quick. Stay. Break.
Nice work, Zyfer.
One thing that, because we know his ball driver's
Oh yeah, we have some balls.
we sure do. For this, she's laughing too. For this guy here, it's a perfect opportunity to use this ball as a hierarchical conversation. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to explain my relationship to him constantly, so he understands our relationship dynamic, which is going to be leader-follower. But we have to have these little conversations, much like he's having with his brother in the house, his housemate, so that we can talk about relationships, so that it's clear who's the leader, who's the follower. And then once I have that position, once he accepts me as leader, things get really easy. Things get really easy. Everything that we complain about just starts to go away. Because when you say, because the dog listens, right? So if you say, don't do that, they stop. If you say, do that, they do. With that ability, you can really describe the dog, the do's and don'ts of how to be. Okay? So, I'm going to use this ball like that first. So I'm not going to ruin this opportunity by just taking it out and playing with him. First of all, it wouldn't probably be enjoyable because he wouldn't be controllable anyway. We're going to start with talking about the resource and me claiming it. Just the fact of the recall and the way that our relationship developed so far, it might be easier for me than the owner at this point, because he's got, you know. But maybe, if he doesn't do it with me, I'll bring this up around other dogs and see what he does. So I'm gonna talk to him, try to make it clear here. This is a little bit more dog talk than it is human talk for this moment. Not bad response. See, it makes it clear. I'm saying don't come up to me while I have my resource. That's why I love the bonker, it makes it clear. Yeah, this is very necessary part of the process. Now he's leaving me be. That's good. It wasn't the worst response. He wanted to like charm me and be soft with me, which is nice. But I'm asking him to leave me alone when I have this right now. Which is exactly what he would do to another dog. So he understands what's going on here. It's not about the ball. It's about who has access to the resources, because that describes the leader, right? In the relationship. Break.
Nice job, Zyfer.
Good boy, Zyfer. Zyfer. Break. See if he'll do it on his own. If not, I'll recall. Come. Good. Very nice. Very nice. Oh yeah, yeah.
Nice guy.
It's very good. It's a very good boy.
Interesting. He turns away from it.
Good. And then from here I can show him when he can have it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can also tell him when to leave it alone. It's very important. The reason why it's important is because the amount he cares about this. If it could be anything else. If he could care about a squeaky toy more than anything. It's finding that thing and claiming it the same way. So he's showing you the answer. He's doing it every day. He's drilling on it now. He's doing it every day to his brother, guarding those tennis balls, right? There's a reason why they do it. It's not for no reason. Nature doesn't waste that energy, right? It's so that they can have that, he can maintain his position in the pack. Just a little reminder, right? And the reason why that he continues to do it is because he probably really likes it.
Yes, it makes him feel
And the reason it makes him feel good,
powerful.
yeah, it makes him, and that mechanism of that feels good is nature's way of making sure the dog continues to have the conversation. Once we become leader though, we can say no to all those hierarchical conversations. You're not allowed to talk about hierarchy with any other dog. Okay? We can set boundaries like that. And then he goes away. It won't be a problem. Okay? Not that. We're gonna let that guy hang out here, this ball. And we're gonna get another dog in the room.
Do you want me to let?
I'd say, do you want to go right with Riggins, or do you want to start with like a female and see if there's a change
Up to you.
between? Let's start with Izzy.
Okay.
Some interesting stuff.
Izzy is so good with other dogs.
She is very good. She's fearless. It's unbelievable.
But she also doesn't put a lot of pressure on him.
No, she doesn't, but she does put pressure on them.
Yeah.
Just the right amount.
She's annoying in the yard because she barks when she runs.
Yeah.
All she cares about is finding food. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, she got
That's
very
all she's
active.
doing right now. She's looking for spare kibbles.
I found it interesting that he got a little insecure around here for a moment. Did you see that?
No, I didn't. I wasn't.
And then I seen a little bit of a more serious tone.
Maybe
And I
insecure till he finds out male or female.
Yeah.
What? Good job.
It's good. But I also seen a couple moments of tension.
Yeah.
But then I also seen curiosity, and I think that's the most. I think he's realizing he got some information off from her.
Mhm.
Even
Look
though
at
she's
her.
female.
Getting in there.
I'm curious to see if he responds differently to a mature male who's older and bigger. So let's get Riggins in here and see what happens.
Riggins isn't nervous. He shook it off. He's playful.
What do you think, Brady? I need another read if you don't mind. I feel like he's still done with it. Great. Interesting. Alright.
Not bad.
There was, you know, Riggy's response was very mild, which is telling. There you go. Good.
Riggins talking to him there.
Yeah, he's telling. I'll put your head over me.
Mm-mm.
That's what I was seeing too.
Yeah.
So the thing that was concerning is that when they were first doing that little circle there, where his head's in his crotch and his head's in his crotch, he came around like this, right? So he was being a little bit more, you know, he was starting to go down a little bit of a dominant positioning there. I'm not saying this is all thoughts in his head. These could just be reactions. It might not be as a conscious thing, like when this dog comes out, I'm going to chill. It's just a natural
It's an
response.
instinct. Yeah.
It's an instinct. And I was wondering why Riggins didn't address it the first time. It was making me a little confused because he normally does. Then he just addressed it though.
Yeah.
Good. Good. So he addressed it very mildly and he listened. But the reason why I'm bringing it up is because his response can get him in trouble.
Yes.
It's mild, it was so mild, but it was there, the thought was there, and it was with her initially too. It's tense and hierarchy focused, you know? It's not puppy anymore. If it was puppy at one point, it's not anymore. He's got that mature thought of trying to figure out positions, which is the same as Riggins. Riggins doesn't want to play.
No.
No, he wants to get in there and figure out what they need to figure out, and then go from there. He's not going to want to play with this guy.
No.
You know? He might want to hump him, which I can guarantee he does want to hump him. Here we go. See, if Riggins thought that this guy was a big problem, he want to go in there and like this. If Riggins was afraid of him, let's say, nervous of him. And if he's nervous for the dog, then we know we got a problem.
Yeah.
Good. So he's telling me, this guy's, you know, he's under me in the hierarchy. He feels confident about that. He's getting to know him here while he's distracted.
Look at Riggins trying to claim you. Mildly.
Yeah, he does a bit of that. Unfortunately, it's in him to do this stuff too. This is important. He's the only one that buys into his value, by the way. These dogs don't care about tennis balls. Got a little dog here.
taking advantage of Regan's being preoccupied to sniff him.
Yeah, that's good. This is good. This is good. A couple little things that will be, hopefully, will get better as he's in more social situations here. Good. I still see curiousness, so it's good. You know, we'll foster that. Good boy. We're going to let him out and then see if he can recall back in. He gets his freebie there. But that's a problem. That he feels like open door.
Oh, I know. She said it's really bad in the crate.
Oh, that's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I know how that is. It is so difficult when you go to open the door lane.
Yeah.
Especially if you're trying to get a caller on, you're trying to do something. Yeah, so this entitlement here, where he feels entitled to open door, again, everything comes down to resources. It's just a resource. I want, I get.
Yep.
The ball, I want, I get. Door, I want to go out, I go out. There's no permission based, right? Where I see something I want, I ask permission. That's not there, okay? And if we're comparing packs, because this is, another pack that has siblings in it, and they behave differently, they are under that permission based. So I can almost guarantee you if those 3 dogs in Maria's pack were in here and I went like this, they wouldn't go out.
No.
If they want to go out, they look at the handler or the owner and wait for a yes or no. That's follower versus a guy who's not a follower yet. He will be. And then, towards the end of the program, even before that, what we'll be able to see is we'll open doors like that. You'll see it on the videos coming up. He won't assume that he can just go in and out. He has to wait until he's told he can. Lots of sniffing around. Lots of, he's feeling pretty comfortable. I'm going to see if he can recrawl in here. Okay?
Tapping the
He's
toe.
ignoring that. Alright. Come. Opposite direction, then turn around. Good. It's typical, right? Come here, bud. Say, it's body language saying I'd rather be outside. But he committed. Good. Good. I need his name one more time.
Zyfer.
Ah, okay. Zyfer, good boy. Such an unusual name. I've never met a dog like this, so I gotta try to get it in there. Stay. That's beautiful. Zyfer. Break.
Wow. Nice one.